Hello and welcome to Non-Inkables. This is part 7 of the comprehensive rules. We are going to go over section 10 and maybe a little bit more because there is like a glossary afterwards. But this is the last section. So section 10 is called keywords. If you haven't watched the other parts, please go back and watch those because everything kind of builds on each other and it might not make very much sense if you haven't seen the previous parts. So 10.1 is general. 10.1.1, keyword abilities provide an ability to the character based on that word. Some abilities stack or combine. These abilities are followed by, in quotes, plus bracket n. A keyword ability that doesn't have the plus n doesn't stack with other effects that provided that keyword. For example, if you have a character with support and an effect that gives that character support, only the first instance of the keyword applies. However, if the keywords were resist plus 1 and resist plus 2, the abilities would stack and that character would have resist plus 3. So essentially you can't have like double support, but you could have your resist amounts stack. And then this actually section, the rest of the section is all blue, so it's all new stuff. So 10.1.2, the follow entries include the technical definitions of keyword abilities. For a more generalized description of the keyword ability, see section 7.3, keywords. So go back to section 7.3, I think was in part 4. 10.1.3, the standard reminder text for each keyword is included here for reference. Reminder text isn't rules text. It's only a memory aid and may vary without changing the meaning of the keyword rule. So reminder that the reminder text is like in parentheses and italicized. So 10.2, bodyguard. 10.2.1, the bodyguard keyword represents two abilities. The first of these is a static ability that functions while the character is being played and creates a replacement effect. This ability means when you play this character, they may enter play exerted instead of ready. So terms that we had talked about previously in the comprehensive rules, static ability, so different from triggered abilities or activated abilities. And then the replacement effect is instead of being ready, you are exerted. So that instead is what lets you know it's a replacement effect. The second part of Bodyguard is a static ability that creates a challenging restriction. This ability means if an opponent would choose one of your characters to challenge, they must choose this character or another character with Bodyguard if able. So they have to challenge the bodyguard first. If you have multiple bodyguards in play, they can choose whichever bodyguard they want to challenge. The standard text reminder for bodyguard is parentheses, this and in italicized. This character may enter play exerted. An opposing character who challenges one of your characters must choose the one with bodyguard if able. So that's just what is written on the cards to remind you what bodyguard means. 10.3 is challenger. Challenger keyword represents a static ability that functions while a character is challenging. Challenger plus n standing for a number, means while this character is challenging, they gain plus n strength. Because this is a plus n ability, it stacks with other challenger effects. So if you have an effect that would give everybody more strength, you could combine it with a character that has challenger ability and they could get more strength. The standard text reminder for challenger is while challenging, this character gets plus n strength. A character with challenger doesn't gain the plus n strength when being challenged, so when you're not the active player. Where I can see this happening of stacking the effects is if you have a challenger and it says like when challenging this character gets plus, let's say 2 strength. And you also have like a Lumiere in play where everyone gets plus 1 strength. Then that character would get plus 3 strength from their written strength on the card. 10.4 is evasive. The evasive keyword represents a static ability that creates a challenging restriction. Evasive means this character can't be challenged except by a character with evasive. The standard reminder text for evasive is only characters with evasive can challenge this character. 10.5 is reckless. The reckless keyword represents 2 static abilities. The first ability means this character can't quest. The second ability means you can't declare the end of your turn if this character is ready and can challenge an opposing character or location, exerted character or location. The standard reminder text for reckless is this character can't quest and must challenge each turn if able. A player can still exert a character with reckless and use its abilities or sing songs. So one way to get out of challenging on a character that has reckless that you don't want it to challenge is to have it sing a song. 10.6, resist. The resist keyword represents a static ability that creates a replacement effect. Resist plus N means if damage would be dealt to this character or location, the character or location is dealt that much damage minus N instead. Because this is a plus N ability, this stacks with other resist effects. So for example, Calhoun has resist +1, so it reduces the damage dealt to Calhoun by 1. If you have a Cogsworth in play, it would reduce the damage by 2, because it's Calhoun's own ability plus Cogsworth ability. If you have 2 Cogsworth in play, it'd be 3, so you can stack them. The standard reminder text for a character with resist is damage dealt to this character is reduced by N. The standard reminder text for a location with resist is damage dealt to this location is reduced by N. If damage dealt to this character or location is reduced to 0, no damage is considered to have been dealt. This has happened before to me when I was playing, I think, Emerald Steel against a blue steel deck, and so it had like 3 Cogsworth out, so everything had resist +3, and all my little characters in Emerald are 2 strength or less, so I was like, okay, I can just kamikaze suicide, I suppose, nothing would actually damage anything on their side. 10.7 is Rush. Rush keyword represents a static ability. Rush means this character can challenge as though they were in play at the beginning of your turn. Standard reminder text for Rush is this character can challenge the turn they're played. So Rush characters do not have to dry to challenge, but they can only, when they're played, they can only challenge that turn. They still have to wait to dry to do other stuff like sing or quest. 10.8 is shift. The shift keyword represents paying an alternate cost to play a character instead of paying the character's ink cost. Shift means if you have a character in play with the same name as this card, you may play this character by paying their shift cost instead of their ink cost. If you do, put this card on top of another character you have in play with the same name. This is called shifting. The standard reminder text for shift is you may pay cost, whatever that cost is, to play this on top of one of your other characters named character name. A shifted character takes on the state of the character it was placed on. For example, if the character you put it on was dry, this new shifted character is also dry. If the character you placed it on was exerted, you are also now exerted. If an effect on a shifted character causes it to enter play exerted, it becomes exerted as it enters play. A shifted character retains whatever damage was on the character it was placed on. It loses all text of the character it was placed on, but keeps any effects that applied to that character when the shifted character enters play. When a shifted character leaves play, all cards in its stack, i.e. the card it was played on and any other cards beneath that one, go to the same zone as the shifted character card does, and the card is no longer considered to be in a stack. So, for example, if you shifted a character and somebody plays Let It Go on that shifted character would go into your inkwell, but now you get 2 additional ink from that Let It Go instead of 1 because it was 2 characters. So, things to think about. Next, 10.9, Singer. The Singer keyword represents a static ability that allows a player to pay a lower alternate cost to sing a song. Singer N means this character can exert to pay the alternate cost of the song card as though they had cost N instead of the normal ink cost. The standard reminder text for Singer is this character counts as cost N to sing songs. This character counts as cost N only to sing songs and only during the process of playing a card. The character's ink cost does not change. So this is basically all in amber. You got all your singers who can sing more expensive songs than they are. All right, 10.10 is Sing Together. Sing Together keyword represents a static ability that allows a player to pay an alternate cost to sing a song with one or more of their characters. Sing Together N means instead of paying the ink cost of this card, you can exert a number of your characters or your teammates' characters with a total ink cost of N or greater to play this card without paying a ink cost. The standard reminder text for Sing Together is any number of your and your teammates' characters with a total cost of N or more may exert to sing the song for free. When playing a song using Sing Together, add the ink cost of one or more of your ready characters together. If the total meets or exceeds the cost listed for the Sing Together, the character or characters can sing the song. When a character sings a Sing Together, any triggered abilities on it that have the condition whenever this character sings a song occur when the trigger condition is met. So we talked about this before with the using Ursula Deceiver of All to sing a song together with someone else, and then you can play it again. 10.11 is support. The support keyword represents a triggered ability. Support means whenever this character quests. So because it has that whenever, it's triggered. And because it's triggered, you know this can go into the bag. Whenever this character quests, you may add this character's strength to another chosen character's strength this turn. The standard reminder text for support is whenever this character quests, you may add their strength to another chosen character's strength this turn. And the last one is 10.12, which is ward. The ward keyword represents a static ability. Ward means your opponents can't choose this card when resolving an effect. The standard reminder text for ward is opponents can't choose this character except to challenge. And effects that don't require the player to choose still affect this character. So, for example, you could not play a Medusa to get rid of a ward character because you would have to choose the character. However, if you play a Tremaine, your opponent chooses, and so it could still banish a ward character. Another instance of this happening, which I thought was a glitch, was I tried to play Go-Go and get lore off a damaged Cogsworth. But because Cogsworth has ward, you can't choose Cogsworth to get the lore from. And so ward now works for both things that would normally banish, but also things like Go-Go. And I suppose also things like Bell, you can't move damage from a warded character to something else because you can't choose it. And that is it for the comprehensive rules. I think we will end the video here since my battery is almost dead. And then in another video, we will go over the glossary of all the words. I will kind of, I guess that almost supplements my TCG terms, as in, like, I did a series on TCG terms about all the terms from other TCGs that are commonly used by people who play Lorcana. And now we have I'm going to do a glossary of just Lorcana terms to supplement that one. And then after that, they kind of have like update summaries of what they've changed, but I don't think that's that important. I feel like we've already gone through all the rules. That's pretty good. So that is the end of comprehensive rules. That was a lot. I feel like I did learn quite a few things, and I will continue to review this over and over so I can learn more. And anyways, as always, keep shuffling. Hopefully you don't end up with a whole handful of non-inkables like me. All right, bye.